Good morning, friends. The Ministry of Home Affairs have been tightening the FCRA regulations and norms every year from the time it has been amended in the year 2010. As per the latest data available on the FCRA website, out of 49,742 FCRA registered organizations, certificate of around 20,674 organizations stands cancelled, which is nearly 40% of the total. 40% is really huge. Owing to non-compliances of violations under the Act, these registrations have been cancelled, which includes even non-filing of FCRA annual returns. In the light of above data, it can be understood how crucial it is for a FCRA registered organization to be aware and comply with the regulations prescribed in the Act. However, though the Act is very clear and transparent in its provisions, many misconceptions still prevails among the FCRA organizations regarding what should be done and what should not in order to completely be FCRA compliant. So today we will discuss some recommended FCRA don'ts by the department itself, which needs to be taken utmost care of. I will tell you 10 FCRA don'ts which you should not do if you are a FCRA registered organization. Mixing of foreign and local funds, deviating from the purpose of grant, transfer to unregistered organizations, cash withdrawals and payments, intertransfer of fund from utilization accounts, investment in mutual or other speculative investments, incurring huge administrative expenses, accepting foreign contribution in utilization accounts, accepting foreign contributions while suspension or after cancellation, indulging in making false statements. So let's take each of these FCRA don'ts one by one. Mixing of foreign and local funds. As you are already aware that FCRA regulations mandate opening of a FCRA designated bank account separately for receiving foreign contribution. This implies no local funds should be mixed either by way of bank transfers or by way of cash deposits with the FCRA designated bank account. In fact, in our view, the cash withdrawn from such account should also be kept separately from the local cash for better monitoring and transparency. Coming to the second point, deviating from the purpose of grant. The foreign contributions are usually received specifically towards a purpose or a project to be executed by the organization. Therefore, one should not utilize these funds apart from the purpose for which the donor has decided to fund the organization or as mentioned in the project contract letter. In the project contract letter, it is specifically mentioned the purpose for which the donor wants to fund the organization. Similarly, the surplus of one project should not be utilized for the purpose of another project in case of shortfall in the former project. Coming to the third point, transfer to unregistered organizations. The FCRA funds should not be transferred to a non-FCRA registered organizations without approval of the central government. However, payments to direct beneficiaries against the services rendered by them can be done through such FCRA designated bank accounts or utilization accounts. So coming to the fourth point, cash withdrawals and payments. As per the circular released by the FCRA department on 21st October 2014, if the FCRA organizations indulge in cash payments above Rs 20,000, they are likely to face more intensive scrutiny by the central government. In the light of the said circular, it is recommended that the cash payments should be discouraged as much as possible and opt for account pay checks and online banking. Please remember, bearer checks is equal to cash payment. Coming to the fifth point, intertransfer of fund from utilization accounts. Under the current FCRA norms, multiple utilization accounts can be opened for a particular project. However, no fund other than the transfers from the main fund to the utilization account is allowed. Moreover, vice versa is not allowed. But the Act is silent on transfers within the multiple utilization accounts. Coming to the sixth point, investment in mutual funds or other speculative funds. FCRA registered organizations have been specifically debarred from investment in any speculative investments, including mutual funds. However, local funds can be invested subject to the provisions of Section 11, subsection 5 of the Income Tax Act 1961. So, as per our view, FCRA funds should be invested mainly in fixed deposits of the banks to ensure complete safety and compliance. Coming to the seventh point, incurring huge administrative expenses. FCRA regulations restrict organizations to incur expenditure towards administrative expenses to 50%. So, the FCRA organizations can incur only 50% of the total contributions received towards administrative expenses of the organization. Coming to the eighth point, accepting foreign contributions in utilization accounts. No FCRA organizations should accept any contributions directly in the utilization accounts or any undisclosed bank account for which Form FC6C was not filed. So, the FCRA registered organizations, as I discussed earlier, can receive foreign contributions only in the FCRA designated bank account. Coming to the ninth point, accepting foreign contributions while suspension or after cancellation. No FCRA organizations should accept any foreign contribution once their registrations have been suspended or is cancelled due to violating certain FCRA norms. The last point, indulging in false statements. No FCRA organizations should knowingly give false information or seek prior permission or registration by means of any false representation or concealment of information of material facts. So, these are some of the FCRA don'ts which the FCRA organizations have to keep in mind and should not do any such non-compliance activities which might lead to their cancellation of registration or suspension. For any FCRA compliance related issues, you can contact Team NGO Enabler with the details given below. Thank you.